And 5 Essendon athletes in the red and black singlets in this field. So we'll try and determine exactly who they are as we settle into the race. So we know that James Hall from Old Scotch is amongst the leaders in an Essendon sandwich, so to speak. So the pace is for 4:20, which would be a PB for the field. About a 20-second PB for a few of these athletes. So we will start to see them spread out a little bit as the laps tick over. So Oliver Burns of Essendon leading the way, followed by Kai Davenport of Mornington. So Burns and Davenport are your 1-2 as they tick through just ahead of the pace lights, the leaders. So in the blue zone, just ahead of the time of 69.70 second per lap. So Hall of Old Scotch was one of our early leaders, just fades back into the pack in a little bit of a windbreak. It's still Oliver Burns of Essendon ahead of the blue lights now, so a few seconds ahead of the pace of 4:20 for the 1500 metres. Would be an 8-second PB if he keeps up this pace. 4-second PB. So Burns, Thompson and Harris are your Essendon 1, 2, 3. Burns, Thompson and Harris. Burns still in the blue section. Thompson and Harris just hanging on to the back end of the green lights, which are set at 70-second per lap pace for a 4:20 1500 metres. Our athlete from Mornington in Kai Davenport in the mix as well. And James Hall of Old Scotch making his way back up the field on the heels of Lucas Harris of Essendon. As we see the pace of 4:20 for 1500, 70-second laps, a bit hot for the field, except for Oliver Burns of Essendon, who is right in that zone, hoping to collect himself a PB as he goes through 2/3 of the race. 500 metres to go. His Essendon teammates are lining up back in the field. So Burns with 1 lap to go. The field sitting around 4:30 pace as Stephen Morgan from Western Athletics joins the party up front. Alexander Brain from Old Zavarians, haven't seen him up until now with the lap to go. Let's see what he can do over the last 300 metres as Burn just falls off that 4:20 pace, but may just hang on for a PB around that mid 4:20 area. Stephen Morgan from Western Athletics still in the mix. Thompson from Essendon, Hall from Old Scotch, and Alexander Brain from Old Zavarians making his move now with 200 metres to go as the players up the front of the field start to bunch up, with PBs ranging from 4:24 to 4:40 in this race. We're expecting a few to collect a PB and potentially their last race of the season here at the Box Hill Classic. As we see Stephen Morgan saving it all to the last lap, the athlete from Western Athletics charging towards the finish line as he watches the clock tick down. 4:20, 4:21, 4:22. And he's going to collect a PB, as does Alexander Brain, as does Lucas Harris of Athletics Essendon. James Hall, great race as well, collects himself a PB. And the flood of athletes, mostly from Athletics Essendon, coming through to finish off this men's E 1500 metres as we get a bit of lighting trackside here at Box Hill.